Hi there, I'm Neil, also known as the Hairy Man, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a review on some new Warlock tile stuff. In this case I'm going to be reviewing the curves expansion and the angles expansion. Now I've already got some videos about the original sets of Warlock tiles and some of the add-ons which you can find on my channel. Now in this case what I'm going to be looking at is what you get in this box and how well I feel it links in with the existing Warlock products. So I'm going to start slapping up some photographs of the new stuff. So we'll start with the curves expansion, and with the curves expansion you're getting a couple of varieties of curved wall. One that's an interior curve and one that's an exterior curve. And these are differentiated by their length and which side the Warlock clip goes into. And you're going to get two types of floor piece. You're going to get a quarter circle floor piece, and you're also going to get another floor piece which, if you interconnect that with the quarter circle, will turn that quarter circle into a square tile. You're also going to get some edge clips which just tidy up the edges and make it look like stone, and you're also going to get some interior walls where they slot in between those two curved pieces of wall. Also, as with all of the other Warlock tiles that we've seen so far, we've got, if I just bring up a little example here, we've got on one side it's textured to look like stone, and on the other side it's textured to look like wood. So again, I've always said that this is a very valuable feature to have, because it just gives you double the kind of play area that you could have, allows you to mix things up a bit. So otherwise everything just looks like just one big grey mass. So looking at the way that things fit together, one of the other things you'll be getting with this expansion is the new style of clip, the easy clip, and these are a real game changer, because although I'm a fairly chunky, roughy tufty guy, I did find it quite difficult sometimes getting the clips in and out of the other tiles. Now these, it's a real game changer. They go in, come out, no problem. They're not necessarily as robust as the other clips for holding, say, like a big room together, but if you pick your battles, these are so much better for sort of like changing things around on the fly. So you can see, as I put it up in the corner, how you get your internal and external curves and how they go together, and it forms a wall. So they can make, obviously makes round rooms. There are some limitations to this, in that it becomes a little bit difficult sometimes to integrate them, particularly with, okay, where does a door fit into this? But it can be done by a bit of jiggling around. Now, looking at the other style, which we're looking at the angles. Now, these come again with one new type of tile, which is a triangular tile, which two of them together will make obviously a square tile. So you get a tile like this. You get two different lengths of walls at 45 that will join onto other walls at 45-degree angles. And again, you get interior walls. Now, one of the first things I found about this that I thought was kind of counterintuitive was along the long edge of the tile. You can see there it's got a clip in it, but that clip goes far further into the tile than it does on a regular tile. So if I just show you a regular square tile by way of comparison, you can see that the clip sticks out a lot further on that one
than it does on that. And I was thinking, is there something wrong with this tile? You know, how does it interact, and what have you? But that seems to be the way that the angular walls are clipping on to the tile. So I can show you the pieces of the tiles and how they all fit together. Now again, this sometimes has trouble sort of like meshing in with your regular tiles, but with a little bit of effort you can get it to go together. And so you'll see I'll put up sort of like a few now, and obviously I'll put some in at the end in a montage of the video, some of the layouts that you're able to create. And I found that this has made for slightly more interesting room design, in that you're not just a slave to right angles and what have you. So it can make things a little more creative, and certainly by putting these curves in, it does make for a lot more nuanced, particularly where you're going for line of sight. So if you're looking to have something where we've not got a long straight line, and this is pretty ideal. You're not having to sort of like go around a right angle, You can just put the curve in the corridor, and then it does cut down, particularly with ranged combat and things like that, and also again for line of sight, with spells and whatever else. So makes for a much more interesting looking dungeon, and hopefully we're going to see some more sort of like real innovations coming out with this. I believe they've got in the pipeline, and the one thing that I feel is missing with the Warlock tiles, which is the ability to have a 5-foot wide corridor. Because if you look at a lot of published material, a lot of that does have 5-foot wide passages. So not really much else to say on that. I am a fan of the Warlock tile system. I do think it's pretty good for what it is. It's again a little pricey. It's not going to be in every Games Master's price range, but you know, if you are fortunate enough to be able to get hold of stuff like this, then I think it is well worth it, because it does add a very immersive experience to it. So that wraps things up for me. So I'll put on a little bit of a slideshow, and you can see some of the stuff that you can create. So what I've got here is I'm just combining the sets that I've got, which is I've got one set of the curves, one set of the angles, and I've got the basic set and the expansion set for the dungeon tiles. And I have sort of like stolen some of the tiles from the town and city section, just to give me a few extra floor tiles. But yeah, the only other thing that's in there is the electronic summoning circle. So thank you very much for watching. As usual, as pretty much every YouTuber asks you to do, can you subscribe? Because it does things that I don't understand about something called a YouTube algorithm. But if you'd like to, that'd be really good. So I've been Neil, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.